Why choose Malaysia when you can choose another destination? This question has been repeatedly catechized to me over and over again, and all I have ever parried them was because Malaysia is a tad bit different. Well, indeed it is, but how different can it be? Let me tell you how. When I first came to this eastern country, it was hard for me to familiarize myself with its culture due to the racial diversity of Malaysia and how this country celebrates it. Their population consists of a mixture of Chinese, Malay and Indian people, all with their own unique cultural background. What makes Malaysia special, though, is the fact that regardless of how many races there are, they are intertwined to share a single unified Malaysian culture. And therefore, in this interview, I am going to show you that I'm not alone. And there are other foreigners, other people just like me facing the exact same problem that I face every day.
Hello Angeline, hello everyone. My name is Jonathan.
And?
I'm from Southeast London, the borough of Lewisham in England. I arrived in Malaysia 8 years ago, and currently I have been studying at a college called Siblings International College, and I take a course called Football Studies. Well, going to an international school and being someone who has travelled since I was 6 months old, it all starts with just being humble and friendly to everyone, because we're all humans, so just be humble and friendly and everyone's going to treat you right. Sometimes the weather, like when it rains continuously and it doesn't stop.
That makes you feel like...
Yeah, that definitely reminds me that I'm home. We have 3 races in Malaysia. Like you have to understand like what they like to eat, so try the food, try and learn a little bit of the language, like even hello, goodbye, thank you, yes, no. I would also recommend like knowing that when the Muslims are called for prayers, understand that is a time where they need to be respected and you have to like stop doing what you're doing and accommodate, because the country is majority Muslim, because it is their country.
Japanese, they will feel like our lifestyle is very relaxed, and they'll wish that they will live here one day when they retire. And this true story, this is based on experience of meeting a few Japanese friends over the years. It depends who they meet actually, but in majority wise, when I ask them like, so what do you think of Malaysia when I need to socialize, right? They would say like, oh, it's a very warm country and it's amazing to see how there's so many different races in one and so many colors, and there's no problem. Because in their country, 2 colors is already a problem. Like there's the Caucasian and there's the African and the American African, and then even that is a problem, and we have so many shades, right? And we live like, okay lah, even though we have a lot of other stuff that they might find out later on. If they were to see a country and judge a country based on what they watch on YouTube, I would say it's not that good. Big question, because I feel that none of us have yet to sort of really promote Malaysia as Malaysia. We've only been playing with our slangs, our accent, and always being late.
Always being,
Yeah, and how we are very rude on the road. That's how we represent Malaysia on YouTube, so it's not very good lah, I think. I think on a surface basis, there is no problem, but I think if they were to stay here in long term, first of all, if you don't speak, let's say, any of the languages, that'll be a big problem. If you speak only English, then you may survive around KL, but there are still some parts which people can't speak English. And if you dive deeper, then you may encounter some scams, especially our taxis. You know, if you're a foreigner, they'll definitely jack up the price. So, different from some other countries, here Uber and Grab is better. Yeah, that is not a product placement.
I always bring them around to meet my friends because with the people, I think it's the most interesting because of how friendly they are and how easily they can talk to. So yeah, I always bring them around to meet my friends, and definitely the food. And then I would say 20% is the more traditional touristy destination. I remember I brought my friends to Madam Kwan before for the nasi lemak, and I told them like nasi lemak is the best definition of Malaysia because it actually, if you look at it, integrate all the cultural and the traditional the three races of the element into these one dishes.
If not, don't go where. Like I want to go to Japan and work, but I only want to work there for 1 year because the stress level there is too high.
Regardless of the challenges, regardless of the hurdles, I'm glad to be part of Malaysia and its beautiful Malaysian culture.